want every side to come together to attempt to take down the 100 side.
Man, they gotta understand.
We want all the smoke.
We go off the content.
Three, two, one. Hey there, welcome back to the channel where we keep it real. No capping. I'm your host, bringing you nothing but straight fire and authenticity. Today, we're diving into 12 rooms that I got to promote. The 100 ENT showroom, hosted by Big Wack100. The Beehive room. Love and R&B room, hosted by the queen of the 100 side, R&B. No room for the weak. No mercy room. Spin the block room. 100 ENT jailbreak squad room. 100 ENT solve room. Petty Betty and Toxic Tanya room. Dangerous Minds room, hosted by Beast. Good Burger, hosted by Pitbull. Sleepless in LA, and many more. If you want to get closer or you want to be a part of the show, go to Clubhouse, follow one of these rooms, or you look for a room titled with Wack100. These particular videos all made possible by the one and only Wack100. Get ready to vibe with me as we explore the hardest topics that need some real recognition in the streets. Let's jump right into it and show some love to this channel by hitting the like and or subscribe button. So, without further ado, hold it down. One mic on Wack.
Yes, on the highway. But he got, so basically the perpetrated car got past him, right? Mo3 stops, hops out the driver's side, runs over to the passenger side. Now, that's where everybody is saying that his stash box is in the passenger side, but either he don't have enough time to get to it, he's trying to get to something. As he's reaching in the passenger side, fumbling whoop-de-whoop, Kevin White, the nigga, run down on him. When he gets close to the car, Mo3 just runs away the opposite direction. Old boy hawks him down. Rest in peace, Mo3. So at some point, he runs to the passenger side. So quote unquote, if his stash box on the passenger side, he trying to get his gun to go, you know what I'm saying, to do what he got to do. He can't get to it. No gun was produced. Y'all can figure that shit out when y'all want to. Either his stash box, no gun was in there. The gun was in there. He couldn't get to it. Knows. But at that point, because he didn't just run away. He went to the passenger side to get something. He just ain't had time to get it, or it wasn't there when he got it. See what I'm saying, huh? We don't know. I don't know if his gun was there. That's not part of the evidence. So when it comes out, it'll come out if it was, if it wasn't. They'll say if a gun was recovered in that car or not.
Y'all talking about Mo3?
Yeah, with the
Yeah,
sassy.
wasn't old enough to know about Mo3. He was 13 years old, little bitty.
You weird.
Yeah, but they got that all on video, huh? You can watch that. We're gonna run that later on. Actually, Flacco put out a good video on it where he put some of the videos together. There's a lot of shit alleged, obviously, all the shit happened in the city. We're not gonna confirm or deny none of that. We don't know. But shooting, X, Y, and Z back and forth. It'll all come out in the paperwork at some point.
And niggas, Mo3's best friend tweeted, that's why Mo3 did his own work.
I'm not gonna say that. That's what the streets is saying, but you know how that shit goes.
Nah, that's what his man said.
Who? The Roy Lee nigga?
Nah, that nigga dead. Some nigga named Buddy. That was Mo3's homie.
What'd he say again? Say it again.
He said that's why Mo3 did his own work.
In reference to what happened with Yella Beezy?
Allegedly.
That's interesting. So Wack,
I
at
don't
some
know
point,
what Yella Beezy had to do with this. I'm still confused. Like,
Yella Beezy got shot 8 times.
yeah, they ran down him at a toll booth, lit his ass up, and then Mo3 rapped about it. So they saying back and forth.
It in the music.
Yeah. It's something that happened with Roy Lee.
So Beezy blamed Mo3 for that.
Oh,
The other seemed
Breezy
like
was.
he was mad about the.
So that's that nigga motivation for setting them up because he was fucking his. But I think that's the play is the niggas that he got to set him up. You see them in photos with Mo3 too. Previously, so these is at some point they was all in a group together, rapping together, coming up together, some type,
Nah, they
almost
was
the same shit
cool.
you see. Like, oh, dog shit. That the hitters that he hired was the niggas that used to be cool with it.
Is that a back door?
I mean, they knew where the nigga was at. They sat on a nigga crib the day prior. They know where the nigga was at.
Nigga was calling his son to get the drop.
So that's the point too, right? So I listened to, I think it was the police chief in that city or a high-ranking officer give that press conference right after Mo3 got killed, and then specifically what she said was that there was 8 shootings directly after tied to Mo3 being killed. 8. That's out of the police chief's mouth. The rise in violence that happened in the city after Mo3 died was directly tied in there. But they say a lot of dumb shit, but we know how that shit go. That's what they're attributing to that death. So if you're in the city, you know what was happening and what wasn't happening. We're not gonna make shit up. If the city was hot, you know. If the city wasn't hot, you know. If Oak Cliff was hot, if niggas started, they actually listed the niggas that died too. So rest in peace to all. But that's the point. It's not like nobody died in the next 3 or 4 days. Man, come on, yo. So Mr. T, that's some of the stuff that we researched last night, right? What was those Facebook? Because that was in the work. The Facebook images, the Instagram, what was being shown on Facebook, what was being shown on Instagram. So for what? That's what was going on. Niggas is going back and forth on Instagram. Niggas baby mothers, they got the ice on the kid jury, the ice, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of shit's going back and forth between these niggas on social media, between the baby mothers, the kid, and this and that. And then they waited on a nigga to go to the baby mother's house, sat on a nigga, and rest in peace. The rest you guys know. But also remember, Monster, the content was saying that nigga, the Kawan White nigga was a dirty, dusty nigga, ain't had no bread. Right after the murder, now he got 200,000-300,000 on IG posting, going on shopping sprees, jewelry stores, all of that shit. Buying, you know what I'm saying? Like it was noticeable. And he was claiming it and saying he did the shit in the Instagram post right afterwards with the same gun. The same exact gun. I didn't know all of this yesterday. When I did my research, the niggas in the video, salute to, I think it was Brown and Silky sent me that work. The same gun he's in the picture with on IG. So that's the reason why yesterday in the work, we were wondering why that IG account was redacted. Now we know why. That was part of evidence being used. Now we know why. He was working that whole time. And we woke up the fact that he gave that statement voluntarily the day they picked him up and waived his rights.
Hey Prince, how long after this shit happened did they get him?
Give me 1 second. Give me. Let me read this part to you about the Facebook shit. On November 19th, 2020, suspect Devin Brown, this is the baby daddy, was arrested for a federal arrest warrant. Suspect Devin Brown was transported to Dallas Police Headquarters and interviewed by Detective Anderson. So this is the baby daddy who was talking on November 19th, 2020. Suspect Devin. Stepping on something right now?
No, you're good. Go ahead.
All right. So, to answer your question, you said when did old boy tell, right?
Yeah, no, I said when did he get caught up? When, like,
Okay.
after the killing, how long did it take for them to get him?
December 9th, 2020 is when the shooter was arrested.
2 months after?
Mm-hmm. The shooting happened Wednesday, November 11th, 2020. But they was on to Devin Brown immediately. So the baby daddy they was on immediately. The Kawan White nigga they didn't pick up till 2 months later. They had that anonymous tip get called in that he did it. 2 anonymous tips actually got called in that he did it. When they showed a still photo of the actual shooter on the highway, somebody called in and said they gave his social media account. And then later on, about 5 days later, a lady called in, said that she had extensive knowledge of the situation, knew that they sat on Mo3's house the day prior, and said that her boyfriend told her that Kawan White killed Mo3.
Yeah, love. This shit finna go crazy. This shit finna go crazy.